Hoi toy, welcome to Transfixed, the channel that can have it your way. Tonight we're taking a look at the StarCom H.A.R.V 6. No, we're not. Tonight we're taking a look at the StarCom H.A.R.V 7, the heavy armed recovery vehicle. And we'll be skipping over the tragedy of the H.A.R.Vs 1 through 6 and their disastrous prototype phase. And its driver, Staff Sergeant Champ Orion. Champion of what? Driving trucks, I guess. Now, somehow I've lost a couple of my StarCom figures, Champ being one of them. So I had to order a replacement Champ Orion from eBay, and that's why he's missing his visor. So like all StarCom vehicles, there is a metal plate on the floor for the magnetic boots, the Magnalock boots. So he can nicely sit in there. And another one over on the other side for the gunner's position. And for the gunner, I use Private First Class Al Evans. He's an Astra Marine, and he's listed on his file card as a gunner, so I decided, well, he's probably the gunner of this vehicle because they seem to go nicely together. They look like a unit to me. He's got one rank pip here, and Champ has 3, so I guess Champ gets to drive, and Al here would stand up and do the gunning. And actually, this is also a replacement part. The other piece I lost to the H.A.R.V was this gun here, so I also got this from eBay, and you can see there's 2 little handles on it so that Al can hold on to it with his little StarCom hands. And actually, that's a bit too wide. You'd have to really spread his arms to fit that, so I'm not going to do that. We'll just have him hold it one-handed. Actually, maybe we can do it. Oh, yeah, okay. It's stretching a bit, so I don't want to do that. But that was a replacement piece that goes in here. Don't know how I lost that one. And then other armaments it has are these little guns here that go up and down. They're just pegged in there, I believe. Yeah. So these are those 2 guns here on the front, and then it's got these guns here, these large cannons here, and these also are just pegged on like that. So these are some other pieces you might need to replace if you're looking for a H.A.R.V 7 or if you have one that's incomplete. And it's got the same logos here. Logos? I don't know what you call those. So Astra Marines symbols there, and the little wolf that, does he have? No, these guys don't have wolves. They have some other rank on their shoulders there. And you can see those tickets got H.A.R.V 7 and then a longer number here. Oh, I have to keep getting used to. I moved my camera over to the right, so and then StarCom here, and it's got taillight stickers on the back, and StarCom here, and headlight stickers. I think this is the same headlight sticker as on the battle crane. StarCom H.A.R.V, and stuff on here, which we'll talk about in a moment. It's got a fuel port here labeled fuel, and it can refuel itself if it's using the fuel pod it comes with. So let's get into the main feature of the H.A.R.V 7. The power deploy feature this one has is you can crank this back. This is held on by a magnet. You can see that foot has dropped down there. So I bring this all the way back until it locks into place. So now you can drop off your fuel pod, which it comes with. This is a button here you push. Boy, that's tight. Oh, maybe mine doesn't work anymore. Yeah, it's kind of caught. It's supposed to push this magnet. The magnet is held on like that, and then when you push this magnet, it's supposed to push it up. But there's something wrong in there that I've just noticed, and I don't know what it is, so it just seems to be caught there for some reason. And then over here, we've got a sticker that says PDR, which is, I guess, is power deploy. So when you press this, it will go back into place a little too quickly, actually. And this will reset the mechanism. So if you crank this back, you can see you can't put this back. This is, okay, we got a problem here. This is supposed to just use the power deploy and go zzz back into place really slowly, like that. But it looks like mine, did not realize, mine has a problem. So maybe I'll open this up and see if I can fix it. Make another video out of that. But for now, yeah, you can see that there are some metal plates here. So you could also use it as a troop transport. And I put a whole bunch of Astra Marines here. I guess just be careful of those cannons, boys. And you can take your Astra Marines into battle this way. It has nice rubber tires on the plastic wheels. And you can use other cargo pods with this as well. Let's show off the fuel pod first though. So this is a nice white fuel pod. It's got pumps with labeled with stickers, pump 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's a metal plate on top, of course, and it's the same standard shape as all the StarCom cargo pods. And this one has a fuel hose in it. So this is tucked in here. You can see there's a little notch out for the handle. You can pull out this fuel pump, and actually it's coiled up inside. You can extend the fuel hose this far. It's a nice soft rubber hose. It's larger than the G.I. Joe type of rubber hoses, and it is more flexible, and it is hollow, and it's just pinned on. I don't really want to detach this, but you can kind of see it's just put over the pin there. Inside, I guess there's probably a knot around it. If I were to open this up, I think it's just a knot inside. Can't remember if I've ever opened that up or not. And we'll get our professional fuel pumper back in action again. Private Sean Reed operating the fuel pump. He's the only one qualified in StarCom to pump fuel.
Look, I have one job on this lousy ship. It's stupid, but I'm gonna do it, okay?
So we want to make sure we do this by the book here. Union regulations and all that. So he can now pump fuel into the StarCom H.A.R.V, which is great. Hopefully in the future, fuel costs less than it does today. And who knows what it's made of. And yes, you can use the other StarCom pods and vehicles as well. So you could extend this back and pick it up. And it's supposed to pick it up slowly, but it is powerful enough to... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it still does it. It's just supposed to do it more slowly. So you can pick up a cargo pod. You can drop it off if this worked properly. And then you can also grab vehicles. You can pick up a battle crane. We'll give it a little helping hand. You can do it. You can do it, Harv. Okay, you can kind of do it. Yeah, so you can pick up those. You can pick up other things too. Pick up enemy vehicles. Pick up fighter jets. Whatever you want. And then when you're done refueling, you just push this back into place. Get that in there. There's also stickers on top of these little fuel pods here as well. I like how that tucks in there. They're color-coded, so you've got yellow, red, blue, and green for some reason. Yo! I didn't realize that was broken until I did this review. It was working last time I messed with it. So the H.A.R.V did show up in the cartoon series from time to time. It's a pretty cool vehicle. I like the armored look, how it's like flat with these cutouts to see through. I like it's got a lot of weaponry on it, considering it's kind of a recovery vehicle. You know, the main thing is used to be just hauling cargo back and forth and picking things up off the battlefield, maybe you know, wrecked equipment and such like that. But I guess it does make sense that it's got some armament if that's the job that it's doing. It can recover things during a battle, I suppose, and you could also use these for attack, I guess. There weren't a lot of ground-based vehicles in the StarCom Astro Marines forces. So H.A.R.V would be, you know, pretty good for, I guess, a multi-role type of vehicle. I was hoping to tell you what the H.A.R.V cost back in the day, because some commenters pointed out that StarCom was fairly expensive back then, but I couldn't find any pricing information, unfortunately. I don't know if that means that Sears and JCPenney didn't carry StarCom, but I couldn't find it in the catalogs, so if anybody knows where to find that information, that'd be very helpful. But otherwise, anyway, thank you for watching this video about the H.A.R.V. I will be doing more StarCom videos, probably interspersed with my regular type of videos, and I don't know what I'm going to do next for StarCom, so it'll be a surprise. But thanks for watching.